Hello there. It is Wednesday, my droids. Time for Comics with Katarn. And it is a loaded episode. We got 4 comics today. First, we're starting with the spooky Ghosts of Vader's Castle by Cavan Scott. And then we'll be moving on to a new title, High Republic Trail of Shadows by Daniel Jose Alder. Number 1 dropped today. And then we're going to wrap up the War of the Bounty Hunters, which we've been reading for about 5 months straight now. Dr. Aphra, number 15. I'm going to read it first. Don't worry, Dr. Holocron. I'm saving it for last. But I've been. This is a day I've been waiting for a very long time. Ever since we read the Prelude, which was back in May? Yeah. So this is going to be a good stream. But before all that, we're going to read a spooky story from Cavan Scott and Francesco Francavilla. Star Wars Adventures, Ghosts of Vader's Castle. Little Annie. We got Lena Graff. She's running from Jake Lloyd. This is quite a situation. Yeah. Unoriginal username. It's worth pointing out that we're talking May of 2021, and in the 2020s, time doesn't seem to work the same way that it used to. So it does. It feels like forever, even though it's only been like 5 months. It feels like forever for me too, by the way. Like, I agree. It almost looks like, are you an angel? Almost looks like the hallway on either side of him is like, kind of resembles the shape of his helmet a little bit too. Beware the chosen one. Star Wars Adventures, Ghosts of Vader's Castle. Beware the chosen one. Written by Cavan Scott. Artists Chris Fanoglio, Francesco Francavilla. Did pretty much all of it. Sean Lee is the letterer. Riley Farmer and Heather Antos. Thank you, everyone that I just named, for creating this. This is a bad idea. A really bad idea. Look, there's a Gozanti. That's awesome.
Hey, don't look at me, Beardy. I wasn't the Joker who wanted to fly to Mustafar of all places. I'm just the ride over here.
The ride who's gonna get us all killed?
Man, that'll be the TIE fighters, little buddy. Of course, if you helped instead of moaning, we'd be through this barricade in no time.
I think the TIE fighter scream is like my favorite spaceship sound effect ever. Ben Burt is a genius. This is crazy! We don't even know that Milo was on Mustafar!
And then there are those spooky nightmares we've all been having.
I still don't really know who you are.
I'm Jackson T. Tumperaki, pal. You don't like it? You can get off my ship.
A ship? Is that what we're calling this piece of junk? It's a joke.
You want to say that again, bug boy?
Scrit! Jackson, that's enough! Everyone needs to stop shouting. And then there was silence. Hud? Scrit? Where did you all go? Come to think of it, where are the ties? They can't have just vanished. Are you sure about that? That voice. That's not Jackson. No, Lena. Oh, wow. It's evil Milo? Is that what's going on? Oh, no, it's the chosen one. It's not. Amazing. Evil Jake Lloyd. Who are you? Your worst nightmare. Ah! Yes, that's it. Run, little girl. I like it when they run. Oh my. Need to find the others. None of this makes sense. Sense? What are you talking about? Only a child thinks the galaxy makes sense. But you are a child, aren't you, Lena? What? No! Nice, he's like transformed her into a little kid now. Little Lena Graff. So lost, so alone. Just like always. No droid, no family, not even your brother. No way to escape. This isn't real. None of it. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not. I'm... Ah! Nice. Literally trip. This onomatopoeia getting ridiculous. No. Crater! Crater, is that you?
Shh, Mistress Lena. He'll hear you.
Lena. Lena. Come out, Lena.
I only want to play. Lena. I'll find you, Lena.
He's gone. I'm safe.
Safe? I don't think so.
Man, this is harrowing. This is where the fun begins. Really? Oh, man. A murderous prequel meme with a flame saber. That's amazing. Oh. Well done. This is where the fun begins. He just, like, activated puberty and then came back. Ah! I told you, you can't escape. There's no point in trying. The flames coming out of the saber is actually, like, really cool looking. You don't scare me. Whoever you are. Oh, nice. She throws the hand and realizes that he is, in fact, an apparition. Good for you, Lena. Mind over matter.
Run, Mistress Lena.
What about you?
I'm already finished. Save yourself. Save Master Milo.
Save yourself. Save Milo. How brave. How noble. I only have one question, droid. Who's gonna save you? Bisected the head. Yeah, there's no droid repairing that. Like, once the inner circuitry in there gets sliced, you can't just bring him back. Did you hear that, Lena? Awesome. Look at him coming through the door. He's gone, Lena. They're all gone. Your friends. Your parents. Your little brother. No. It's lies. None of it's true. It's... Awesome. And in the shadow, he is Vader. I wonder if he's actually turned into Vader, because he already transformed from Jake Lloyd into Hayden, so what's going on now? Oof. Oh, nice. Milo. Oh, Milo. I found you. You're safe. You're safe now. No, Lena. Milo? Yeah. You just don't get it. Blah! There's no hope for me now. Milo, what's wrong? What's happening to you? You need to forget about me, Lena. Do what Crater said. Save yourself. Now they're both here. Evil Jake and creepy Hayden. I can't do that, Milo. I won't. I'll stop whatever this is. I'll stop Vader. That's just it. Sister. I am Vader. Vader reborn. Vader renewed. Milo, you look ridiculous in that suit. Vader triumphant. Damn, don't choke out your own sister. What? Where? Hey, sleepyhead. You awake back there? Jackson, is that you?
Who else would it be? Hope you caught a little shut-eye. We're approaching Mustafar.
It was another nightmare. Just another nightmare.
You there?
Yeah, Jax, I'm here. I'll be with you in 5, okay?
Roger that. Well, ah!
Jax, what's happened? Jackson! Oh my. I love that She woke up from the dream and the art style abruptly shifted. Like, that's very cool. Excellent way to incorporate multiple artists, too.
What did I tell you, girl? Your friends are gone, as is any hope of saving your brother. It's over, and so are you.
Ah! Damn. And there's Hud. And there's Jax. No way. Obviously, she hasn't woken up yet. Ah!
Lena?
Hud?
You fell asleep there for a moment.
The dreams. They're getting worse.
You're telling me, lady. Heck of a time to take a nap, though. We've arrived.
On Mustafar?
That's where you wanted to go, ain't it?
This is going places. Can't say I like what they've done to the place.
This is it? It doesn't look that scary.
Doesn't look... This was the home of Darth Vader, Jackson. Did you ever meet Darth Vader?
Well, actually...
Because we did, and we barely escaped.
Lena, we need to keep our heads. If Milo is in there.
I know, Hud, I know. And I'm sorry. You of all people must be...
Scared out of my wits? Wishing I'd never even heard the word Mustafar? It's the dreams, Lena. They're getting to us all.
You're right, Hud. That's all they are. They're dreams. And dreams aren't real. Well, I don't know about that. Dreams can't hurt you. Next issue, The Evil End. Oh, look at this art, though. I love it. This is an excellent depiction of Vader. He's just like coming out of the smoke at the fires. Oh, this was great. This was really, really fun. Awesome. And that's it for the spooky section of the stream. Now we get on to the more serious business at hand. This is going to be great when it wraps up. Next month. That is epic. I was going to say that's a Francavilla joint. I love that we've got the helmet on one side and then just like the topography of the castle, the large hillside that it's carved out of on the other. That's an epic cover. Yeah, no, the fact that he busted out the prequel meme, this is where the fun begins, before he's like starting to murder everyone. That was pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie. That was somewhat unexpected. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Derek Charm. Oh man. This is hilarious, and I know that Jake Lloyd doesn't really have much to do with Star Wars these days, but I hope that he finds his way to reading this particular issue, because this was hilarious. And the depictions of little Annie being scary and evil, I'm going to be laughing about that for a while. So this is its own story, just dropped today, set in the High Republic era. We're doing a lot of jumping around timeline-wise, because after this we're going to jump a couple hundred years forward again for War of the Bounty Hunters. But this is by Daniel Jose Alder. I do not immediately recognize either of these characters. They may be book people, but I need their names first. Let's find out. Zach Taft, when will we see Dr. Aphra? In Dr. Aphra issue number 15, which is happening right after Trail of Shadows number 1, which we are about to read here. So, the short answer would be soon. The High Republic. I really appreciate these timelines, the fact that they're giving them to us again. It harkens back to all the old expanded universe books where we got like a galaxy map, the Dramatis Personae, and then like a list of every published title up to date and where they all fell on the timeline. Like it was really easy to dive into it and then find your way to every other like anchor point in the major storyline. So it's cool that we're starting to see little tidbits of that again here in the comics. Crimson 11, Beskar Grievous, hello there. Yes, I completely agree. I've been loving the High Republic comics too. High Republic Adventures has surprised me with how good it's been. And I don't say that. I don't mean to say that I have low expectations for it or anything like that. But I just, I was like, okay, this is going to be like, a fun Star Wars story. I was like, actually, this is really good. I can't wait to see what happens next. And I wasn't expecting that level of a reaction reading it. The High Republic, Trail of Shadows. Chapter 1, Trail of Shadows. Daniel Jose Alder is the writer. And for artists, we've got David Wachter and Giada Marchisio. And VC's Joe Sabino is the letterer. David Lopez, cover artist. Carlos Lau, book design. How is book design different than layout? Interesting. I need to know more about publishing and the process of making comics. Oh, fuck! Loading Great Storm. No! You can't start us off like this. We're coming to take you away. Oh, that's fucked up. That's... Daniel. The Battle of Grizal. Shrika-rai-ka-rai. Oh, man. There's Stellan. We're coming to take you away. Oh, no. Oh man. A dark, somber beginning. Cave Wolf, I agree. An animated series for the High Republic would be dope. We're coming to take you away. Loden is nothing but dust. Jedi Temple, Coruscant. Why is it you keep singing that old nursery rhyme, Stellan? Oh, I hadn't noticed I was. What song is it? Old Vidyargrift used to sing it to us when we were younglings and wouldn't go to sleep. Tried to terrorize us into being well-behaved, I imagine. Ah, yes, of course. So, you've looked over the data. You'll take the assignment, Emmerich? My analysis came back of that dust. Nothing identifiable as Master Loden, just biomatter and detritus. And the midichlorian test came up negative. I know what I saw. Indira saw it too, and Bell. I understand, but there's very little to go on here. There are no footprints or tracks. There's no hollow footage, no conclusive cause of death. And no one can agree on what it even looked like, or even if there wasn't it at all. Padawan Zettifar is still having trouble making sense of what happened. I mean, I think all of us as book readers are still kind of having trouble. Emmerich, I don't know how else to put it to you. I've never seen or felt anything like this in my life. Whatever happened out there on Grizal, it sent 2 of our Jedi to the shock ward, and a 3rd is simply gone. And I'm still having nightmares about it. One minute we had the Nile on the run. I've never seen Stellan like this. And the next, Elzar was nosediving out of the sky. Bell was in shock, and Master Loden, well, granted, he has a lot on his plate as the newest and one of the youngest members of the Jedi Council. You're the best investigator the Order has. I know you're unconvinced about what happened on Grizal, that you think your time is spent better picking through the rubble on Velo. But if the Nile have a weapon that can destroy Jedi like that, we need to know about it so we can stop it. Still, this is more than stress, more than the heaviness of battle. Something has shaken one of the most unshakable Jedi I've ever known, right to his core. All I ask is that you look into it. My former Padawan Vernestra and Master Canton came upon a small Nile base on Vrant Tarnum immediately before the attack. The raiders captured on Velo who were stationed there speak about it with a certain reverence. Hard to explain. Start there. Take a team of troopers. They're already at the barracks, ready to go. See what you can find. This is desperation. Yeah, he's not buying it. See, this is why you can't trust anyone. Veba Blank's Midnight Den. Level 1347, Coruscant. Nice, okay. So, in the 13s, but not 1313. So we're shady, but not all the way shady down here. I dig it. Drinks are probably real cheap. but they probably water down their whiskey. Look at this band. This is awesome. This is one of the many times that you really wish you could hear a comic page, because I really want to know what they're playing. Kefar Branto's been tangled up in almost every mess imaginable. He ran guns, bounty hunted for a stint, even spent a month or two with the Nile back before they were the galactic boogeymen. Then he cleaned up, turned his life around. He swore he wanted to do something good for once, right some of the many wrongs he'd committed. His family had long since disowned him. I was probably the last person left on Coruscant who had any amount of trust in him, and that amount wasn't much, but I needed a partner. If Kefar's got business with Urk Panga, though, he's either fallen back on old habits, or he's working an angle for a case. And if it was a case, I'd know about it. Doesn't matter. I love how noir this is feeling right now. We've got a detective in a bar talking about a case. We've got some like femme fatale looking chick playing the piano. This is all quite like, this is very much my brand right now. After all. Nice playing, fellas. See you next week.
Later, Sian.
Good night, Miss Holt. That's what tracking devices are for. Ah, you sly devil. This carking flex snatcher. But if he's in the Steebark district and he's with Urk, he's in worse trouble than I thought. Oh, nice. This has been her monologue this whole time. He should be right about here. What the? What was that? Oh, Kefar, what have you done? I love this little blue dude. Before he had the hood up, he looked like a little weird, creepy wizard guy. And now he just looks like an angry Smurf smuggler. Either way, I'm into it. Shri Karai. Oh, the phrase again. Karai.
Not you too now. What does it mean?
What does what mean?
That cursed song that first Stellan and now you keep muttering under your breath. You always say, in an investigation, everything is something, and nothing is
nothing. Yes, I am aware. Now, if you're done quoting me to me, I have to get ready for our mission.
Shri Karai Karai. What does that even translate to? It doesn't come up in my databanks under any known knowledge, any known language.
My droid is right, of course. Even a creepy old nursery rhyme surfacing unbidden in the memory of a witness means something in an investigation. It's nonsense, Q2, that's all. Sometimes people just make up silly songs with words that don't exist.
I don't understand.
Probably just needed something to rhyme with away. But not everything is a clue that will help uncover the truth. I like that this detective Jedi has a droid like mounted to his shoulder. That's cool.
Organics are weird.
The song rises within Stellan because it's attached to a memory of a feeling. A feeling neither of us have felt since those dark nights when we would hear that song 35 years ago. Oh, I almost turned the page away without appreciating all the frickin' colors in this building right here. Look at that. Definitely one of the prettiest depictions of like a Coruscant cityscape. Look at all the different lights reflected off of it, like the transparent steel and Duracrete. Yeah, the art is excellent in this. He totally could be a precursor of the BD units, the way he sits on there. Also a precursor of the ID units, like the ID 9 and 10 secret droids that the Inquisitors and Iden Versio have, just like attached to them. Fear. We're coming to take you away! Oh, that's the old master singing the song. What a weirdo. Why would you sing that to the orphans? I'll see what it was. Stay out of sight. What the cark are you doing here, Sion? Funny, I was wondering the exact same thing about you. And how did you even... Wait, you put a tracker on me? I didn't. The Corps in charge of your probation did. Same people who will hold me responsible if you mess up, since I was the only one who would vouch for you. Cian, please, get out of here, now! I can explain later, just... Messing up, by the way, includes associating with known criminals off the job, which Irk over there... Ah, your buddies are gone. Ah, Criff! I've been made. Run! Oh, I love this. The troops are gearing up to go with the investigator. Yes, Stellan, they're gearing up now. We'll be en route shortly. Thank you, Emmerich. I know you think I think I figured out what it is about that song that made it come up now. Do you remember the rest of it? I don't. Dust. The song ended with the word dust. Odd, isn't it? I'm still not sure how the rest went. Stellan, I think you have some hardcore PTSD that you're not really acknowledging to yourself. I think that's what's going on here. And I think the investigator fully knows it. That's why his response is 3 dots. He's like, you're my superior, Stellan, and I don't delicately know how to respond to you about this, so I'm just gonna... Oh, RC, that's a really good point. These are High Republic troopers. I don't think we have seen them before. I guess all-white troopers has always been a thing in Star Wars, and we're not stopping now. Only instead of armor, it looks like we're wearing like more jumpsuited type gear. Very interesting. Kind of reminds me of the new school Mandalorian City Guard with those helmets too. It's Palmy. I'm calling them troopers because Stellan Geos just told the investigator to take some troopers with you, so they're being referred to as troopers in universe at this time. You're right, though. They're not what we think of as troopers, being head-to-toe armored bucketheads of various kinds. But they're still being called troopers here. If you hadn't been following me, we wouldn't be in this mess. And if you hadn't been sneaking around with criminals, no one would have known to follow you. We can do this all day. And what do you mean, made? You got a side PI gig you haven't told me about? Cian, this is deeper than I can explain right now. If you would just... No, you listen. Run! Run! Irk? Oh, shit. Damn, F in the chat for Irk. I was looking forward to doing really silly voices with that face. Oh my god, who is it? Oh, just cut. I love that with the red glowing eyes coming out of the dark like that. Go! Go! Brent Tarnum. For most of these soldiers' lives, the Republic has been at peace. The majority probably volunteered after the Great Disaster. Stay tight, everyone. Or, I guess that's still him. Stay tight, everyone. In this past year, they've seen more death and brutality than they ever imagined possible. Remember, this is a fact-finding mission. And they've all heard the rumors about what happened on Grisal. That something horrible turned one of the greatest Jedi Masters of our time to dust. No bombs, no artillery. If we meet resistance, keep casualties to a minimum. We want prisoners, not bodies. Let's put it down over there by the city wall. This is great. The investigative forces showing up. I was confused. It seemed like it wasn't him that was issuing the orders, because I assumed that the investigator would be piloting the Vector, right? He's a Jedi, and the troopers would be in these craft. I think he is in the Vector, because there's unless another Jedi is accompanying them that I don't know about yet. We met resistance. Oh, this is Nile for sure. Look at these guys.
We're coming to take you away. They'll do what they can, and they'll do what they must. But when they find you, all there'll be is...
Dust.
Dust!
Gah! Ugh. Oof. Cian, no! Nice. It wasn't even a rear guard we were up against. The rest of the camp just left as soon as they saw us.
These were the ones who didn't make it out in time. Typical Nile. They were desperate, terrified. The fighting was ugly. But it is not over. Oh, but now it is over.
Opposite. I really like his hilt. Both the gold saber, but also just like, it's very like on brand for High Republic. It's very artistic, handmade. Everything about like the clothing and the weapon technology seems so like pre-industrial revolution to me.
Now I must listen and let the Force guide me.
Man, now since you brought up High Republic, this is High Republic right now. Yes. Since you brought up Jedi Fallen Order in the chat, now I'm just getting such Cal Kestis vibes, especially from this panel. With the big cloak, almost looks like a poncho. He's got Q2 on his shoulder here. And this almost looks like the Ruins of Dathomir, just color scheme wise too.
Alright, now I must listen and let the Force guide me.
There's a cave up ahead, Master.
Yes, I know, Q. I feel it.
It seems to have held some importance to this place, based on the location.
Shri Karai Karai. It looks like a piece of this has been removed recently. I was wrong, of course. We're coming to take you away. Everything really is connected. See if anything comes up for these markings, Q. Looks like writing, but I don't recognize the alphabet.
I already have, Master, and you're not gonna like it.
And not just because it was the memory of a feeling. No. What does it say, Q? This is something else.
The first line says, Shri Karai Karai.
He's like, God damn it. That face. I feel like it's not very easy to surprise one of the best investigators of the Jedi Order, but look at that face.
Something much, much worse. To be continued.
This is very intriguing, and I really like... Yeah, this comic is great. The art style was really top-notch. Daniel Jose Alder, as always, is just like really good at drawing you in with the writing and making it like very intriguing. But the way it has this just like this noir vibe throughout is really fun. Yeah, and it looks like it's gonna continue in further issues. Really can't wait to continue to read this one. Yeah, no, excellent job. This was great. This guy, it's not a BD. I don't think it is a BD1 unit. It's got to be. It's a Q. It's a Q series, whatever it is, because that's his designation. But also considering that BD1 is BD1, that makes me think that BD is the first iteration of his kind. So before BD1, there were no BD models, but there were similar predecessor droids like this Q series. I don't know. The progression of technology in Star Wars really doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you think about the fact that you've got HK-47, right? And then 400 years later, we've made it to HK-51. And then thousands of years later, we've only made it to HK-87. Like by the time of the Mandalorian, it raises more questions than it does provide answers. But you know, it's a science fiction. We suspend disbelief, and there are some people out there that will bend over backwards to come up with an in-universe reason why. For example, HKs went out of production for a couple thousand years, and then they were fired back up, and that's why there's that gap, and the numbers haven't risen, or something like that. But anyway, yeah, no, it's definitely inspired by BD, and the idea is that it is like a predecessor technology. All right, now we fast forward a couple hundred years again, and we get to what everyone has been waiting for here. Yes, Racco. HK60 had a long time support. They have call centers, Zerker Corporation call centers, just open 24/7. They operate for thousands of years. Like, have you tried turning it on and off again? Okay, Wamitopi, stuff like that. Cave Wolf, that's what I'm saying. If there's only 10 years between 32 and 47, how come there's thousands between 51 and 87? But enough about that. It's Dr. Aphra time, and I've really been looking forward to this. War of the Bounty Hunters is almost over, but first, Dr. Aphra number 15. Deathstick versus Aphra. Hell yes. Party favors. Alyssa Wong and Minkyu Jung. Deathstick is awesome. Deathstick came from a mobile game. Finally made the jump into like canon and has, I think, been making the most of it. I've been really enjoying this new character. War of the Bounty Hunters. Party favors. Rogue archaeologist Dr. Aphra and smuggler Sanastaros are working for Domina Tag. The job? Infiltrate the most dangerous place in the galaxy, an auction hosted by resurgent crime syndicate Crimson Dawn. After getting captured, imprisoned, and staging a breakout, Aphra and her associates are staring down one of the most deadly assassins in the galaxy, Deathstick. We've got Dr. Chelly Aphra, Just Lucky, Sanastaros, and Ariel Yu. I don't know how Lucky has survived this long. Maybe just because he's lucky. So, the Vermilion. Is there any chance we could just talk this out? Thunk. Don't think so, Doc. Dr. Aphra. You know her. Just Lucky. Thunk. Yep, Deathstick's up above, just firing down. Why do I feel like this is all your fault, Lucky? My fault? We're here for your necklace. Pew, pew, pew. And usually, when people with knives come for us, it's your fault. Enough talking. Ah, with a bunch of, like, what are those, like, shurikens? Oh, she's awesome. You guys need to run because there's no way in hell either of you can do close quarters against this chick. Careful, they're poisoned! Ah! Of course they are. Just gracefully landing back there. Deathstick does need a win. I would agree with you, too, to sort of solidify the reputation as like a badass hunter. They did a good job of building her up before introducing her, though, I think. Where are you going, little rat? Is she, like, legit running along the walls? That's what it looks like with her leg up like that. I think she's, like, just wall running it. I love this. Her aim kind of sucks, though. Oh, no, she did that on purpose. I wouldn't move. Those knives are coated in an old Dathomirian poison. It only takes 10 minutes to... Step off. Sanastaros, Ariel Yu. Hell yeah. Whew. That's sender scrambling. Nice shot. You're not so bad yourself. I'm free. Just gotta grab the... Halt! Capture the intruders. Man, they just can't catch a break. So much pew-pew in this one. A plan would be nice, Aphra. Now you trust me? I don't, but we're running out of options. This gallery is full of priceless artifacts, but expensive doesn't mean useful. What do you expect me to... Oh. No way. A thought dowser? That's an artifact of the Ascendant. They use tech so dark that even the Sith avoided it. Why does Crimson Dawn have one of these? Even in the middle of a firefight, like, her curiosity will always get the better of her. Watch your back, Doc. Is that fancy dessert fork gonna help us? I don't know. The malevolence rolling off this artifact. I can taste it, like ash in my mouth. If the legends are true, this could fry my brain. Or worse, when the Ascendant died off, their secrets died with them. It might not even work for me. But when it comes down to it, this thing is just another piece of tech. With the glowing tattoo, reaching for it. Oh, this is going to be good. And you don't have to be a wizard to turn something on. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, we're in business. Aphra, what are you doing, girl? She's going to put that on her head? My God, I would not do that. What the hell? Oh. What the hell is that? Hey, Sana. Didn't you say something about stabbing someone in the front for once? You did?
What? Why did I... Wow, this thing is incredible. I didn't even have to think that hard. It just compels. No! I can't control my hands! Oh my god, they're all just gonna stab themselves? Holy shit! Ah! It burns! No! No! Void below. Aphra, put that thing down. This shouldn't be possible. It's just a piece of tech. Oh my god, she's like bleeding from the nose. But I can hear it, Sana. It's in my head, prying it open, demanding things. Why won't you shut up? Aphra! Holy shit, that was like Pippin grabbing the Palantir. Talk to me. Come on. Don't you dare die on me, Chelly. Oh, she called her Chelly. Sana. Oh my god, her arm. It's just toasted. I wonder if her tattoos are going to still work after this. If you don't grab my necklace, I swear I'll kill you myself. Typical. Let's get out of here. Clink. Feels bad, huh? Hope you have a dose of that antidote on you. I hear it takes 10 minutes to kill you. I'm not going to count Deathstick out. I think that she is going to survive this. Because of course she has the antidote. What if she accidentally cut herself and didn't bring any? Like, that's nonsense. Where is everyone? I thought there'd be guards on our tails by now. Looks like they're busy. We didn't even have to use the explosives. Nice. Yeah, I wonder what everyone's busy doing. Shall we find out in War of the Bounty Hunters number 5, perhaps? We made it to the hangar. The hangar? Welcome back. Putting you down. Okay. Aphra was just conked that whole time. Well, that didn't take long. It's been fun working with you again, Doc. I'd like to say it doesn't have to be this way. You wouldn't lie to a girl, would you? Next time you're on Corellia, let's get drinks. Sounds good to me. Because these two actually kind of bonded a little bit back there. We've all had a rough evening, and I really don't want to have to kill you. What if we all just go our separate ways? I like that idea, actually. Why don't we go, and you stay here? My ship! You left me to die on Dianth. Now we're even. You know what? Lucky fucking serves you right. Ariel maybe doesn't deserve that, but Lucky absolutely deserves to be stranded. And Aphra has escaped the Vermilion. Okay. Holy sh! I have to go back. I'm sorry. I have to go back. What was the name of the Ascendant tool that she just used? A Thought Dowser. Man, that got shockingly dark and was kind of terrifying. I'm glad you guys agree with me. Yeah, Lucky deserves it. Yeah, we hate Lucky. All my friends hate Lucky. Ariel is okay. Ariel, I believe, is misguided and, you know, isn't all bad. My ship! You left me to die on Dianth. Now we're even. I don't think that Lucky's gonna die here necessarily. We'll probably see him again. The Volt Cobra. Later. Just using like a Bacta spray. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't kill them. Lucky's a pain in the ass, but he's kind of fun to have around. Hard disagree. We've been sort of trying to kill each other for ages. It would be a bummer if one of us actually succeeded. Hard disagree. Also, I'm not finding murder nearly as fun as I used to.
maybe I'm going soft. Yeah, I mean, you are overdue for some character development in that department. Or maybe you're finally maturing into a real human being. Ugh, don't say that. So what kind of important data do you think is on this thing? I don't know. Normally I just slice into it, but right now I can't feel anything for my electro tattoos. I think the thought dowser fried them. Yeah, I think you're right. I have tattoo sleeves, and they don't even do anything fancy like hers. But one time I was on the beach, and I got really badly sunburned, and my god, it peeled so bad I thought I was going to lose all my ink. So yeah, protect your tattoos, people, whether they're cybernetic or not. That artifact. The Ascendant was an ancient cult obsessed with powerful, dark technology. According to legend, thought dowsers were made of a special material that amplifies your thoughts. The Sith used them to teach apprentices how to compel and manipulate people by channeling one's will. In theory, anyone could use them, like a lightsaber. But if the user was force sensitive, the effect would be crushing. Oh my god, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thought dowsers just pointed at each other, just creating this well of just dark, compelling energy. This is awesome. Very metal. And on theme for a spooky Spooktober stream. I exploited a loophole in the artifact's design to activate it. Connected the right circuits, gave it some juice. It was fascinating. Incredible. I never want to do it again. The good news is, you don't have to. And you were slicing into other people's files the old-fashioned way, long before you had those tattoos. True. Let's see if I've lost my touch. Alright, back to the gadgetry. Ricotta technology? Totally. It reminds me of the Harvester, the mind device that Darth Barris has you fetch for him to compel a Republic prisoner, a spy, into talking back on Droman Kos. It's called the Ravager or the Harvester or something like that, and it's like a gold crown that you put on someone's forehead. And it kind of does the opposite, like it compels them instead of you using your own thoughts. No way. Sana, you need to come look at this. Beep. I decrypted a Black Sun intel report. It contains evidence of spies in the organization. And not just any spies. Crimson Dawn agents. How is that possible? I don't know, but according to what's on the necklace, they haven't just infiltrated Black Sun. I also found a network of contacts. And it spans the galaxy. Oh, this is cool. Look at it. It's like a stained glass, like a mosaic, with Kira just being gorgeous leader of the Crimson Dawn in the front. Look at this classy broad who's just like taking over the galaxy behind the scenes, and no one knew anything. She's got Crimson Dawn spies in the Empire. They're in the Rebellion. Black Sun. They're like Domina Tag has spies in her midst. It's amazing. It's a hell of an achievement. And you know what? Maul never pulled it off. Maul probably couldn't have. He was a little too like fiery about it. Kira played the long game and it took years. But look at what they built. Like, this is crazy. Also, yeah, the art is beautiful here. I love the color grading for each specific faction here too. Yeah, no, this is very, very cool. Crimson Dawn is everywhere. To be continued in Dr. Aphra 16. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. I mean, that is the motto of both Kira here and Domina Tag right over here. And Aphra likes to think so, or at least early, let's call it season 1 Aphra, was definitely about that life. But it seems like she really is starting to change. And yeah, you're right, Aphra, you are going soft. It only took you like a whole series and a half to start to make that development happen. And I'm also like, I'm really glad that she's able to get this perspective into the Thought Dowser and what ancient societies like the Ascendants and pre-Sith Force, like evildoers, are all about. Because she was so derisive of her father and him, and how like obsessed he was with the Ordo Aspectu, and like She didn't think that there was anything worth knowing about, and like she learned a very powerful lesson from an ancient society. Granted, one she already knew about, but like coming face to face with that kind of ancient power, I feel like she understands her father a little bit more. I don't know if they're going to touch on that at all, but that's another parallel that I think was being drawn here, which I think was really, really cool. Queen Kira. Speaking of Queen Kira, that's where we're headed next. I've been waiting like since May for this thing. Oh, look at Domina. This is a great cover. The reason I'm laughing is because I watched the Marvel What If, where spoiler alert, the Watcher's trying to get Thor's attention and he just won't stop fighting the Ultron drones. So he just picks him up and he just starts screaming. Zach Taft, that's absolutely the intention here, is that Domina is like, you know, they're all playthings to her because she's this rich, powerful, influential woman, and she thinks that, you know, these are in fact toys and playing games doesn't have consequences. So maybe it's some foreshadowing that she's going to get a rude awakening. We'll see. Star Wars: War of the Bounty Hunters, the 5th and final issue. Oh, this is some great art right here too. Yeah, War of the Bounty Hunters number 5 is Luke Ross and Charles Soule, and this cover art, I'm gonna say it's Steve McNiven. Just looking at it, yeah, there's the okay, cool. Love this style of shading. It just really reminds me of it was really prevalent in the 90s Dark Horse comics, and that's when it hits that nostalgia note for me just right every time I see it in contemporary releases. Oh, Kira. Oh, Kira, I am a little worried about you, but not that worried because we know that Crimson Reign is coming. So, you know, if they had waited until after this to announce Crimson Reign, I would be terrified for Kira in this moment. Let's go. Han Solo is currently frozen in carbonite and in the grasp of the Empire, but the rebels aboard the Millennium Falcon plan to take him back. They're not the only ones looking to recapture Solo. Boba Fett and Valance are both on a collision course with the Falcon and the Imperial shuttle holding Han Solo. But neither group were expecting the Hutts to come with an entire armada. Oh my god, there's so many moving parts. This is going to be nuts. Alright, here we go. Oh! That's beautiful too. Jakara. This is Imperial Shuttle designation ST-718 to execute a command. We are transporting General Ramodi and cargo for delivery at the orders of Lord Vader. Our engines are currently inactive due to an unknown intrusion into our computer systems. A flotilla of Hutt fighters is approaching as well, light and medium class in what appears to be an attack formation. Any assistance would be greatly appreciated. This is great.
All ships, fire mag clamps. Here.
Ka-ting! I love this. Analog space weapons. Using the harpoons, because fuck tractor beams. We're the Hutt Armada. We're gonna throw a piece of metal rope through space and reel you in like a goddamn fish. You know what? I love it. That's so just like the Hutts. Just like get it done, you know? Cut as many corners and costs as we can while we're at it.
We've got the Imperial shuttle hooked. Good. We've got the Imperial shuttle hooked good, Lord Boku. War barge of the Hutt Council. We'll have it aboard your flagship in no time. Excellent. Is this wise, Boku? Stealing an Imperial shuttle? There's a gigantic Star Destroyer out there. What if they retaliate? We will return this shuttle and its people unharmed once we have taken back our property, Mika. We are simply telling the Imperials that we must proceed together as partners, with mutual respect. This is not a fight. It is a conversation.
Oh, Boku, I think you overestimate your bargaining chips.
I'm not sure it matters what you call this, Boku. According to the Empire, it's a fight.
Incoming ties.
Super Star Destroyer Executor.
Our fighters have engaged the Hutt attackers, Admiral Piat.
We should have them eliminated in short order, and then we will regain control of our shuttle and escort it back to the flagship.
Very good. Do we have any indication as to why the Hutts are doing something so foolish?
It's unclear, Admiral, but we will deal with them. The vessels from the other crime syndicates are staying clear. Black Sun and the like.
Of course. They all hate each other, and they're cowards to boot. The Hutts can expect no aid from their fellow scum. But these two vessels, they are within attack range.
Petty criminals and their squabbles. Beneath our notice. Bring our shuttle home, and inform Lord Vader of what's going on. This is a small matter.
Yes, sir. Scans indicate they're a fire spray class, prison guard ship, and a Corellian freighter. Both ancient.
We know those ships.
They seem to be involved in an unrelated skirmish on their own. The guard ship attacked the freighter with a seismic charge. Disabled it. But he should be made aware.
You should not have disturbed me for such insignificance, Admiral Piet. The activities of the Hutts are irrelevant to me. But if Captain Soule is not aboard the Executor by the time I return, I will require an explanation. In person.
He's talking about the chokey choke. Look at this gorgeous panel. All these colors are just so vibrant. And Luke just silhouetted in there. I remember saying that in the last issue of Star Wars, which was the chase. How the dim lighting inside the cockpits really helps make it feel like it's original trilogy, you know? You don't want your ships to be too well lit.
Yes, Lord Vader. Understood. Do not contact me again unless the Emperor himself orders it. I have a target of my own.
We need more speed, R2. We have to stay ahead of him. Alright, calm down. I know you're doing your best. Open a channel to the Falcon. Hopefully they're doing better than we are. No, Luke, we don't have Han yet. Lobot disabled the Imperial shuttle using his implants, but a bunch of Hutt fighters showed up and started towing it back to their flagship. Get after them! Hutt pilots aren't so tough, you can take them. I'd come help, but I'm still trying to keep Vader distracted.
How is this all my fault, Chewbacca? Sure, I got Han frozen in carbonite, but the rest of this is on him.
We can't fight the Hutts, Luke. Our engines are knocked out too, and it's not just the Hutts. The Imperials sent out fighters from their Star Destroyer. Any second, the shuttle will be out of Lobot's range and its systems will reactivate, and then... that's it. It'll be over. Your engines are out? You have to get them running. Did someone attack you, or is it just the Falcon being the Falcon? An attack. Some kind of seismic weapon. Lando thinks it was Boba Fett.
I think Lando's right. You knocked the Falcon out, Fett, but how are we supposed to get that shuttle now? It's smack in the middle of a firefight between the Hutts and the Empire. Don't know why Jabba's people thought that was a good idea. The shuttle's still deactivated. I can get up close, get off another seismic charge, knock out most of the other ships. Then we board, take Solo. Simple. Simple, huh?
It's I'm sure we're gonna get more great shots of them, but it's worth mentioning that a lot of the Hutt fleet designs here are based on a piece of art by Darren Tan, the Hutt fleet for the old Star Wars the trading card game by Wizards of the Coast, and a lot of those same designs have been canonized by bringing them into this comic, and I think that is brilliant.
That shuttle just got its engines running again. They'll take Han to that Super Star Destroyer, and then we're out of options. Valance. There's always an option.
I love it. Valance and Leia are mirroring each other right now, and they're both like about to give up. But sounds like Boba Fett's got a plan.
The TIEs have retrieved ST-718 and are escorting it back, Admiral. Should be aboard shortly. The Hutt fighters, those that survived, have withdrawn. Should we press the attack, sir?
No, Lieutenant. They're not worth endangering a single Imperial pilot. The Empire can exact more effective revenge by adjusting the terms of our deal with them. We'll hit what the Hutts most value, their credits.
We're receiving a hail, sir, from a ship requesting access to board. Someone named Boba Fett. Files show him registered with the Bounty Hunters Guild. Claims he's working for Darth Vader on an urgent mission.
Does he have access codes?
Slightly out of date, but they do check out. Vader and his machinations. Let Fett board and place him under guard until Lord Vader returns. That runs the least risk of invoking the man's temper. Right away, Admiral Piat.
I don't believe it. They're letting us board. I told you, Valance, there's always a way. But getting on that ship was easy. Finding Solo and getting back out, that'll be the trick. Stay sharp. I hate that I have to trust you. We still have the same goal. We both want Solo off that ship. That makes it simple. You don't have to like it, Valance. You just have to do it.
As usual, Boba Fett is correct. This is awesome. We've got all of the storylines are like so intertwined at this point.
Star Wars, War of the Bounty Hunters, Part 5. Attack at Dawn.
Oh man, this is great. Here we go. Alright, Chewie, we've fixed everything we could fix. Time to see if this old girl's gonna wake up for us. Brrr. Relax, big guy, I'm pushing it. Come on, baby, don't let me down. Well, how about that? We're good to go! It won't matter. The shuttle with Han aboard docked with the Star Destroyer. We can't get him now. Leia, we'll figure something out. We always do. To the Corellian YT-1300 light freighter, designation Millennium Falcon. This is the Imperial Star Destroyer Executor. You have been granted access to board at Tertiary Auxiliary Hangar 15D. Stand by for coordinates and access codes. What the hell? It's a trap. Has to be. If you are doubting that this offer is made in good faith, note that the true sender of this message once stood where you do now. Watching with bated breath as the finest pilot in the galaxy made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. What? What does that mean? I don't know how. I don't know why, but it's Kira. She's trying to help us. She wants us to save Han. Wow, could that be true? I mean, she was the only other one on the Kessel Run. Her, Lando, and Han, and Chewie. She stole Han. She's a criminal. Why would she help us? Well, the thing is, back in the day, she and Han, they were what? Look, it's ancient history. We could talk about it later. What matters is that this just might be a chance. I'm telling you, if anyone could pull something like this off, it's Kira. This is exactly the kind of thing Crimson Dawn used to do. So, do we go for it? Yes, the officer contacting is one of the ones from that montage from the end of Dr. Aphra number 15 when she realized that the spies were everywhere. Ooh, that's awesome. Yes. For Han. Captain Solo's being transported to the detention level for removal from the carbonite and interrogation. Oh. They tricked me with the bubbles. Captain Solo is being transported to the detention level for removal from the carbonite and interrogation. This datapad contains the fastest route through the ship. A diversion is currently in the works. If you're careful, you'll make it. I don't understand. You're an Imperial officer. Why are you helping us? Await the dawn. Nice.
Boku, I know you're frustrated, but keep things in perspective. After Jabba's confrontation with the Emperor's enforcer down on the planet, and now you attempt to steal that shuttle, we're lucky the Imperials didn't decide to vaporize us.
And where is Jabba now? Back to Tatooine to throw sail barge parties while, as always, the Council protects the business and legacy of the Hutts, while we clean up his mess.
You are taking this too personally, Boku. Remember, emotions are expensive.
A message, Lord Boku. Code red.
I see. Patch it through to my private channel.
I appreciate what you did with this Imperial shuttle, Boku, but you aren't quite done yet. I need the Imperials distracted, unfocused. You have to take it further. You have to take it all the way.
But that Star Destroyer, we can't stand against that much firepower. If I do that...
I know, Boku. If there were any other way, I would not ask this of you. But this is what we need. Thank you so much for everything. Await the dawn.
Await the dawn.
What?
Boku was in this the whole... Oh my god.
This is Lord Boku, High Seat of the Hutt Council. This is a direct order to all Hutt vessels in the Jakara system. What in Bunta's name does he think he's doing? For the glory of the clans. Destroy the Imperial flagship!
Wow. Not only has Boku been a member of Crimson Dawn this whole time, Boku's like a true frickin' believer, and he's willing to die in this attack. Oh my god. What a master plan from Crimson Dawn.
Those fools actually decided to press their attack? Remarkable. Well, we will teach these slugs a lesson they will not soon forget.
Inform Lord Vader of the escalation. He would want to know.
Of course, sir, but Lord Vader was extremely explicit in his desire not to be disturbed. His exact words, I believe, were, "Do not contact me unless the Emperor himself orders it."
I see. That is indeed clear. Very well, Lieutenant. Open a channel to Emperor Palpatine. The balls on Admiral Piet. Are you kidding me right now? My god. My god. Amazing. Open a channel to Emperor Palpatine.
Get to your fighters! We need to show this rabble the power of the Empire!
The Hutts decided to attack this ship? That's suicide. Their loss, our gain. All this chaos works in our favor, Valance. Everyone's too busy to pay attention to us. Let's hope so. I've never been aboard a Star Destroyer this size, but I spent some time on the regular version while I was in the Imperial Navy. The Empire doesn't really like to mix things up. I bet it'll be designed on the same basic plan as an original destroyer. I know where to go. Lead on.
Would that logic hold up? I mean, we're talking like 10 to 20 times the size, with a lot bigger layout. I don't know if that logic would hold up.
That's the entrance to the detention level. Odds are, that's where they took Han. Usually stays guarded, but I guess we got lucky because of the battle. That's where we need to go. Might have to slice some security doors. I can handle that. Fett, watch out!
Your presence is unauthorized. Your presence is unauthorized.
Blast it!
Oh, KX series droid.
You are... droid? Not where it counts.
Awesome.
You okay? I'll be fine. But you remember our deal? We work together to get Solo. When the time comes, you take your shot, I'll take mine. Yes, Fett, you were extremely clear. We're not friends. Don't worry. Wasn't worried. Just wanted you to know.
Thermal detonator.
The time has come. You utter bastard!
Oh, shit. Ah!
You still need me. I know how to slice too. I appreciate the help though. Wouldn't have found my way here so easily. You want another shot at Solo? Try Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine. That's where he'll be. Or maybe try another line of work.
Oh. No way. This is not the end of Valance as a character, but he's curtains for this story. Man. I mean, we all knew that he wasn't going to be the one to deliver him because we've seen episode 6, right? Like, but at the same time, like, that's brutal. Thermal detonator directly to the chest. Wow, Fett, right after he saved you? Whew.
Lord Vader, this is Admiral Piet. Were my instructions not clear, Admiral? I am not to be disturbed on anything less the word of the Emperor himself.
Very clear, Lord Vader.
In fact, I just finished speaking with the Emperor Palpatine. I appraised him of the situation here, of the Hutt attack. He passed along his orders. Man, Piet, this is a boss move. He considers the Empire's arrangement with the Hutts valuable and wants it preserved, but a message must be conveyed. He wants them cowed, not destroyed. Instead of using the Executor to eradicate the Hutt Armada, he has ordered you to end the insurrection personally.
I understand, Admiral. Inform the Emperor that it will be done. I will leave you now, young Skywalker. My goal here is complete. I sense your terror at the idea of facing me again. Your skill in the Force does not matter. Only your fear. Because of it, you cannot threaten me, and you cannot threaten the Empire. You are no Jedi.
That's true, Vader. But the next time we meet, I will be. I will be. I like that. That's a great, it's like a nod to Yoda as well. I'm not afraid.
You will be. You will be.
And he's finally like, the next time we meet, I will be. Like, he's subtly embracing Yoda's teaching as well as affirming himself as like, I have confidence. I will be a Jedi. Vader's gone, Leia. I held him as long as I could. You have to hurry. He's probably headed back to the Star Destroyer now. Do you have Han? Not yet, Luke. But he's close. Oh, they're so close. Man, they're gonna get within feet of him and still fail. Ah! There he is! Don't let up! This is our moment. This is our time. May the Force be with us. It just now occurred to me that she is wearing her her outfit from the Battlefront 2 campaign again. We haven't seen that since the first Star Wars run. And look at fabulous Lando here with his cape and his cravat just like billowing as he fires his blaster. Gotta be styling, even in a life-death situation. That's all of them. I'm not much of a blaster man, but damn if they don't come in handy sometimes. We still have to get Han back to the Falcon, Lando. Don't get cocky. The Hutts versus... Is Vader just gonna like do some fancy flying right into Boku's flagship? That's kind of what I'm anticipating in the outside battle. Yeah, absolutely. There was a Wilhelm scream in that shootout. I don't believe it. You're really here. I almost gave up hope, Han. I'm so sorry. I know, Chewie. Carbonite's tricky stuff. And it looks like someone messed with the standard settings, too. But I think I've got it figured out. I'll have Han out of here in no time.
No, you won't. Get away from my property.
We all knew that this was the eventual showdown. Oh, shit. That was the missile hitting the hull. Oh, no. No, no, no. Han! No! Holy shit! Adrift in space! So much happens to Han that he has no idea about.
Boku! You have to call off the attack! This is madness! Madness? I call it progress. Progress? You'll get us all killed! Yes. He will. Oh.
No, no, Han! Please, no! Leia, we have to get back to the Falcon or we'll be gone too. It's what Han would want. There's nothing we can do.
Nothing you can do.
Oh, he's just gonna jet out after him?
Where are you, you slippery? There we go.
This is badass. Oh, look at this panel. Ah. Splash. Amazing. With the wrist cord.
Good thing that water is like super icy frozen and it didn't do anything to his like thawing process.
Gotcha.
That was a hell of a catch, Boba. Honestly, Boba deserves the win. He fought hard.
This was a good beginning.
I think this... I'm going to say this is Kira because I believe it's Kira talking.
This was a good beginning. It didn't go exactly as I'd hoped. I did want to return Han to his people, but the primary goal was achieved. We lost valuable allies, but relations between the Empire and the Hutts are as strained as they have ever been. Instability and chaos are sure to follow, as the galaxy's balance of power realigns. A true opportunity for us.
F in the chat for Boku, man. He was a good Hutt.
And though we gained new enemies,
Fuck yeah, Aphra. Take them all down, girl.
we found others who might serve the Dawn. Time will tell. This was a good beginning. The dawn has come. Now, the real work begins. Await the rain.
Fucking Ren? And the... What? Holy shit. Okay, and we're setting up Crimson Reign, and we've got Deathstick is still alive. The Knights of Ren are here. Frickin' Ta'Ongor is right there in the front. Vukora was standing over there. We've got Valance is joining. They're gonna patch him up. Holy shit. Wow. Well, now I really hope that the Book of Boba Fett involves Boba trying to fight back against Crimson Dawn in live action, and we can have all of these people in the fold. Oh, wow. Yeah, Christian Slater himself. Oh, man. This is nuts. And this is also very cool. It looks like there used to be a Twi'lek member of the Knights of Ren. I don't believe this person survived to the sequels, so it'll be interesting to know what happened there. And we've got a child, or just like a diminutive species. Oh, man. Oh, we get an epilogue? No way.
Epilogue. Tatooine, the palace of Jabba the Hutt.
I never doubted you, Boba Fett. You always finish the job. Thank you for bringing me this wonderful prize. It looks like it wasn't easy. How many people did you have to kill to get Soule back?
Enough. You put a bounty on me, Jabba.
I've already cancelled the contract. You understand, Boba. The galaxy knew I had first claim on Soule. I needed it known that defying me brings consequences. It was not personal.
It never is. Wasn't sure I'd be able to collect from you. Thought the Empire would do to this place what they did to Jeddah. After your people attacked the Imperials at Jakara, figured they'd be after you.
No. The Hutt Council acted alone. I have no idea why they did such a foolish thing, but they paid the price. The Council is dead, which leaves me as the sole authority over the clans. I will promise the Emperor an era of unprecedented stability. Like me, Palpatine takes the long view. It will be fine.
Interesting. So this is just giving us confirmation that during Return of the Jedi, Jabba is not just the crime lord Hutt of Tatooine, but he's in charge of the entire Desjalik clan. That's not the way that it was in Legends. So that's a bit of a departure. Interesting. So Leia didn't just kill a Hutt; she killed the head honcho Desjalik Hutt when she did so. That's crazy.
I have more work for you, Boba. Especially with Crimson Dawn back. This was all part of some elaborate plan of theirs, I'd wager. You should stay. See what opportunities come. If nothing else, you'll see that look of agony on Solo's face every day. I'm going to hang him on my wall.
You should throw him in the Sarlacc pit. Han Solo brings trouble wherever he goes. He's brought me plenty. If I had it my way, he and I would never see each other again.
Ha! Because he's blind when he throws him into the pit, you know?
But that is personal. Let's get back to business. I brought you Han Solo.
No, what am I doing?
But that is personal. Let's get back to business. I brought you Han Solo, Jabba. I can take him back. If you want to keep him, pay me.
War of the Bounty Hunters was just the beginning. The first installment of an epic trilogy that will span the Star Wars galaxy. Coming soon, the second chapter begins, Crimson Reign. And in 2022, the epic conclusion, The Hidden Empire. Holy shit! This was part one of a trilogy? Oh my god. And it took hella months to tell part one. I can only imagine how long it's going to take to do this. This is awesome. First of all, I love the fact that The War of the Bounty Hunters is the story of Fett getting jacked on his way to do a job, and the last panel is literally him just saying, pay me. I love it. You can't get one up over on Boba Fett, unless you're blind and just got unfrozen, apparently. This is awesome, and this further fuels my theory that, like, the fact that the Hidden Empire, the conclusion, is coming in 2022, after the Book of Boba Fett, means that we are getting some hard references to Crimson Dawn in Book of Boba Fett in live action. Emilia Clarke, live action Kira. I'm just going to manifest it with my thoughts. We're definitely going to get it. This was awesome. It's Pommy. I don't know if we're going to be starring Fett. I think that the new Golden Boy in the comics seems to be Bylert Valance, and if he, in fact, is going to be repaired and working for the Dawn, Crimson Reign may be like him doing jobs for them and having to work with Ren and the Knights, and maybe they don't get along, and we'll learn a little bit more. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Crimson Reign, the focal point is going to be Valance, or maybe even Vukora or Taonga, you know? But it wouldn't be Fett, because unless it's immediately after War of the Bounty Hunters, I don't know if we have time for a whole nother epic thing to take place before episode 6. And if it's post 6, then Fett is in that Sarlacc pit until he's not. But they're not going to give us that moment until we see it on screen on a Disney Plus thing. That's my prediction for that. That's too major of a moment of a cultural, like, iconic thing. Boba climbing out of the Sarlacc pit. We've all wanted to see it. As soon as we got that confirmation that he was alive, post originals, like, we've all been like, okay, when are we going to see it? When are we going to see the flashback? I think we're going to see it in Book of Boba Fett. And it's possible Crimson Reign takes place after that time, but I think that he's going to be getting digested during all of Crimson Reign. Unoriginal username, I was also concerned that Valance was going to die. I am less concerned now because I thought he was going to die at the end of War of the Bounty Hunters. And it looks like he just got, like, he got his shit rocked in a major way. He got really blown apart there, but he didn't die. And in fact, like, they're hinting that he's gonna have an entirely new storyline moving forward. So, my fan cast for Bylert Valance in live action would be Henry Cavill. I think that if Cavill shows up in Book of Boba Fett with half his face missing, I might just fall out of my chair and die. Like, how freaking cool would that be, right? The next issue of Bounty Hunters is called Final Stand. Okay, well, Final Stand also is a little bit of a, yeah. That sounds pretty mortality, but again, if they've got big plans for him in Crimson Reign, which they kind of hinted that they do, he'll survive the next issue of Bounty Hunters for sure. Maybe Final Stand will be more about him, like, making that transition. You know, it'll start off with him chest blown apart, laying there on the bridge of the Executor, and then we see what happens next, kind of thing. That was a good run. War of the Bounty Hunters, I very much enjoyed it. Easily my favorite crossover event. Definitely the most ambitious crossover event that they've tackled with these new canon comics. Vader Down was cool. The Screaming Citadel was cool, but they were, like, very short. They did a bunch of build up in the like the subsequent titles, and then just, like, delivered you the crossover and it was done. This has been, like, an ongoing thing. And I can't wait. I will say that it increases the I call it the burden of context, if you will, of a new comics reader. If you have not read a single, like, Marvel comic and you pick up, like, issue number 3 of War of the Bounty Hunters, if you want to, like, understand what the hell's going on, there's, like, quite a lot of other things you suddenly have to read. But for those of us that have been following along the individual lines as they go, these crossovers are, like, endlessly rewarding, and it's very gratifying to see Valance and Leia and Lando and Boba and Kira and, like, all of it happening in the same thing, and, like, in those same panels, sharing panels with each other.
And the art was stellar the entire time. So Crimson Reign, I can't wait. That is it for Comics with Katarn today. Yeah, Knights of freaking Ren as well. That's what I'm saying. They're going to be expanding on like, we're going to get more stories about them. And we're probably going to get it from the perspective of Valance being forced to work with them to do some kind of Crimson Dawn job. That's what I think. We still have yet to see Leia and Kira have a conversation. Well, not only that, but we have yet to see Leia have a conversation with anybody, in fact, about Kira's history with Han. Lando, like, didn't bring it up. Like, he stopped himself because, like, I'm sure she knows. Leia's very intelligent, and all he said was enough. Like, she just wanted him to say it at that point. But, like, yeah, we haven't hashed any of that out, and there's going to be some feelings in the air. And I wonder if, you know, the subsequent Star Wars line, when it takes place after 6, which eventually it will, if we're going to get to see that conversation between Leia and Han. Because I would very much like to see that. I don't know if I expect Han and Kira to ever see each other again. They may never come face to face again. I'd be okay with it if this was their, like, how they saw each other again. Was that, like, she stole his frozen-ass body. Yeah, The epicness of War of the Bounty Hunters is almost making me forget the fact that we just saw Dr. Aphra use an ancient artifact to, like, force people to stab themselves with poison daggers. Like, that was something else. That was pretty dark. Oh, Rakonax, if it takes place during Episode 6, that would be really cool to see. But if that is the case, I think that they're going to dance over the whole, like, Sarlacc deal. They might show him going in, but they're definitely not going to reveal his emergence in a comic. They're saving that for Disney Plus, I guarantee it. Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for watching. If you did not catch the beginning of the stream, where I read Ghosts from Vader's Castle and High Republic Trail of Shadows #1, don't worry, the entire thing's about to get archived and you can catch the replay on YouTube. Thanks again for joining me. This has been an epic crossover event, and I'm very happy to see it come to a conclusion because now we get Crimson Reign. Look at this. This is going to be awesome. Cool. Well, thanks again, and as always, may the Force be with you.